Welcome to the Fluent Achiever program. I'm so glad you're here. Okay, I'm genuinely so excited right now. Like, I wish I could explain to you how much I wish this existed when I started learning English. Everything I spent years figuring out, every mistake, every method I tested, everything that actually worked, it's all in here for you, starting today. And that's what gets me. You don't have to waste the years I wasted. You are literally about to skip ahead. And I cannot wait to watch what happens to your English in your life when you go through this. So let's not waste another second. Let's go. If you're watching this right now, you made the right decision. Most people spend years trying to learn English with no system, no community, and no real direction. You're not going to be one of those people anymore. My name is João, and in this course, I'm going to give you everything I wish I had when I started. A clear, step-by-step roadmap to finally speak English with confidence. But before we dive in, let me make you a promise. I want to make you a promise. Not the kind of promise that courses make, a real one. The kind you make to someone you actually care about. I know where you are right now. You understand English, you've studied it, maybe for years. Maybe the moment you have to speak, something happens. Your brain slows down, you are searching for words, you are translating in your head, and by the time you find the sentence, the moment is already gone. And the worst part is not your English that suffers. It's your confidence. People don't see how smart you are. They don't hear your real personality. You leave conversations feeling smaller than you actually are. That ends here. By the time you finish this course and follow the system, you will not be that person anymore. You will speak and your thoughts will just come out in English, naturally, without the phrase, without the panic, without the translation. You will present your ideas and people will actually listen. You walk into rooms, job interviews, meeting, conversations with strangers and feel like you belong there. And one day, I promise you this, English will stop feeling like a foreign language. It will start feeling like yours. That's what I'm giving you. And I mean that. Now, you might be thinking, okay, João, I've heard promises before. I've bought the course, I've downloaded the app, I've watched the YouTube videos, and I'm still here, still stuck. I hear you. And that's exactly why this is different. Every method you've tried before had the same problem. It focused on English as a subject to study. Grammar, vocabulary, rules, and you got better at studying English. But studying English and speaking English are two completely different skills. What I'm gonna give you is not more content to consume. It's a system to actually use the language every single day. A roadmap you can start implementing today, not someday, not when you feel ready, today, that will make you fluent this year without feeling afraid or judged. And here's the part that is gonna sound insane, given everything you've been through. You're going to enjoy it. Not because I'm gonna sugarcoat it, but because when you finally have the right system, progress stops feeling like a struggle and starts feeling like momentum. And momentum is addictive. Let me show you how we are going to get you there. I know how it feels. I've been in your exact shoes. And that's what makes me different from other English coaches. I'm not someone who was born speaking English or who learned it as a kid in an international school. I know exactly how it feels when your English sucks. When I started, I was afraid to speak, genuinely afraid. So what did I do? I avoided it. I never practiced with other people. I kept learning grammar rules and vocabulary words and hoping that somehow, magically, this speaking would follow. It didn't. It took me years to get to a decent level. Years I didn't have to lose. And that's exactly why I built this course. So you don't have to waste the same time I did. I tried everything. And I mean everything. Courses, tutors, English classes, shadowing, watching TV shows with subtitles, phrasal verbs, grammar books, Anki flashcards, language apps, Duolingo. Yes, I did Duolingo. Videos on YouTube, podcasts, more than 20 books, over 2,000 hours of speaking practice, music with lyrics, English tests, writing in my journal every day, a little dictionary, a cap, speaking with friends, affirmations, speaking clubs, ChatGPT, and eventually making YouTube videos in English. I tried all of it. And you know what? Only a few of those things actually made me fluent. Most of it was just noise. Busy work that felt productive but was not moving the needle. This course is built on what actually worked. And eventually, I became fluent. And when that happened, everything changed. With Fluent English, I started a successful YouTube channel, I built 2 international businesses. I now do this full time. I created this community you are in right now. And along the way, I won over $1,000 in scholarships to top universities in the United States, which honestly started as a side quest. But hey, fluency opens doors you didn't even know existed. None of that happens without English. Not one bit of it. And I want the same for you. But this is not just about me. After I became fluent, I started coaching other non-native speakers, people just like you, using the same system I'm going to teach you in this course. And the results, they blew me away. Students who were terrified to open their mouth in a meeting, now presenting in English with zero hesitation. People who had been studying English for even 10 years with no real progress, finally breaking through in a matter of months. The same roadmap, the same system, real results. And I didn't build this alone. I created this entire course with the help of my partner, Arten, another English coach who brings a completely different perspective and depth of knowledge. Together, we've helped over 1,000 people become fluent in English. 1,000 people, different countries, different levels, different goals, all using this system. And now it's your turn. Let me show you what's possible for you specifically. With this course, you'll make fast progress. Like Sefer, who went from barely speaking to expressing ideas with confidence in just a few months. You'll be able to record videos in English, like Roberto, who now creates content for an international audience. You walk into job interviews without that knot in your stomach, like Anne, who started having confident interviews and opened up completely new career opportunities. And some of you are gonna do something even bigger, like Andrew, who transformed his local business into a global business with English as the key. These are not exceptions. These are what happen when you follow the system. And their full stories are going to be linked below this course module. I highly recommend you to read them and watch them. All right, let me show you exactly what we're going to do together. First, I'll explain your problem in detail inside the English struggle module, because before you can fix something, you need to understand exactly what's broken and why. Second, you will learn how to solve it by speaking daily, every single day. Third, you will learn how to build fluency with other people, not alone. This is the part most English learners completely skip, and it's the most important one. Fourth, we're going to turn this whole thing into a system, a video game, actually, something you want to play. And fifth, you will learn our full 3-month fluency system that ties everything together into a roadmap you can follow from wherever you are right now. 5 modules, 1 transformation. Before we go any further, I need you to hear this. Watch these modules in order. Don't skip around. There's a reason they are structured the way they are. Each one builds on the last. And when you're watching, full focus. No tabs open, no phone in your hand, no half watching while scrolling. Okay? Because here's the thing. If you can consume 1 to 2 hours of educational content in English, how are you going to speak it fluently? This right here, watching this course, is already part of your English practice. Treat it that way. The people who get results from this course are the ones who show up fully. Every module, every action step. All in. Are you that person? I think you are. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here, right? And honestly, I'm extremely pumped for you right now. Do you understand how simple this actually is? You need to do 2 things, just 2. 1, watch this course. 2, follow the action steps. That's it. That's literally it. Because on the other side of those 2 things, fluency. And with fluency, every opportunity you have ever wanted and couldn't reach because of language, gone. The barrier is gone. Better jobs, higher salaries, travel without fear, friendships across the world, business on an international level, the ability to learn from the best resources on the planet in the language they were all created in. This is your moment, and I'm gonna be with you every step of the way. Before we get into the community, I need you to understand something that most English courses will never tell you because they are scared it sounds too big. This course is not about English. English is just the door. What's behind the door is the whole point. Behind that door is money, real money. People who speak fluent English make 2 to 10 times more than people who don't. In the same job, same role, same skills. Just English. Behind the door is freedom. The freedom to get on a plane and go anywhere in the world and actually experience it. not just survive it with a translation app. Behind the door is the United States, the UK, Canada, Australia, Europe. Not as a tourist, as someone who belongs, who understands the culture, the jokes, the conversations. Behind that door is your career, unlocked. The jobs that were always just out of reach, the interviews you avoided because you didn't trust your English, the promotions that went to someone else. Behind the door is knowledge. The world's best courses, books, podcasts, experts, almost all of them are in English. Right now, there is a version of learning that's available to you that you simply cannot access yet. That changes now. And behind that door are people, real friendships across the world, a professional network without borders, opportunities that come from connections you haven't made yet because you haven't been able to make them yet. I could keep going. The list does not end. So when I say this is the number one investment you can make in yourself right now, I'm not being dramatic. I'm just telling the truth. English is the door, and you're about to walk through it. Okay, enough talking about what's coming. Let's actually start. Welcome to the Fluent Achiever program. Let's build your fluency together. Before we get into the course content, let me quickly walk you through our community because this is not just a course. The community is where a huge part of your fluency is going to be built. Inside school, you've got 6 steps, and each one plays a specific role in your journey. Let me go to the community now and walk you through all of them. All right, so the first tab you're going to see is the community tab. And this is where the magic happens. This is not just a dead place where people post once and disappear. This is an active, living community of people from all over the world, all learning English, all going through the same journey as you. This is where you're going to post, comment, react, and have real conversations in English every single day. And that right there is already practice, real practice. Not talking to yourself in a mirror, talking to actual humans who understand exactly where you are. Get comfortable here. This is your new home, okay? Next, the classroom tab. This is where all the courses modules live, including the one you're watching right now. They are organized in order, and I need you to follow that order. Don't skip ahead. Each module builds on the previous one. And if you jump around, you're going to miss context that matters. Come back here after every action step. Watch, apply, and repeat. And we don't only have this course here. We have events, and soon we're gonna have even more programs and courses that are going to help you improve your English even faster. The calendar tab shows you all of our upcoming live events, practice sessions, challenges, community calls. Check this regularly, okay? These events are where a lot of people have their biggest breakthroughs because there's nothing like practicing in real time with real people. Put this in your personal calendar. Show up seriously. Okay? The members tab is where you can browse every single person in this community. You can see their profile, where they're from, what they're working on. I want you to use this. Don't just be a passive consumer. Explore. Find people who interests you. Leave a comment on their introduction post. The more connections you make here, the faster you improve. That's not motivation talk. That's literally how language acquisition works. More real conversations equals faster fluency, period. Now, this one is my personal favorite, the map. Look at this. Members from all over the world, all in one community. Brazil, Turkey, France, Vietnam, Canada, everywhere, on every single place on earth. Why does this matter? Because one of the most powerful things about this community is that you are never alone in this journey. Somewhere on this map right now, there's someone at your exact level, dealing with your exact frustrations, who wants to practice with you. That person exists, and this community is how you find them. And then we have the leaderboards tab. Okay, pay attention to this one because it is more important than it looks. The leaderboard tracks engagement. Every time you post, comment, react, or connect with someone, you earn points. And those points level you up. And leveling up is not just a fun number. It unlocks real things. At level 2, you unlock the ability to make your own posts, and you get access to our group calls. At level 3, you unlock the member chat, where you can message people directly. Now, let me be very clear about something. And I say this because I want you to actually benefit from everything this community has to offer. Do not try to make a post right away. I know it's tempting, But if you are at level 1, you cannot yet. And honestly, that is on purpose. The fastest path to level 2 is comments. Go into existing posts, read what people wrote, and respond. Give your opinion, ask a question, say something real. And once you hit level 2 and those group calls unlock, please show up to them. I cannot tell you how many students told me the group calls were the thing that changed everything for them. There is something about being on a live call, speaking English, hearing yourself, getting feedback in real time. It accelerates your progress in a way that no video, no app, no grammar book ever will. These calls are fun. They are not a classroom. Nobody's judging you. It's a group of people who all want the same thing you want, to speak better. And you're going to laugh, make mistakes, and improve together. That is the goal. That is the whole point of these communities. So start commenting, level up, and I'll see you on the calls. All right, here's your very first action step. And I need you to do this. Not tomorrow, today. Right after you finish watching this. Go to the community, find the Start Here post. It's pinned at the top. And introduce yourself in the comments. Tell us where you're from, what your level is, what your English goal is, and one fun fact about you. I want to know who you are. I will leave an example introduction below this module so you can see exactly how to do it. Copy this format if you want, just make it yours. This is step 1. It sounds small, but psychologically, this is huge. The moment you post that introduction, you've committed. You've shown up. You are in. Do it, please. Once you have introduced yourself in the community, go ahead and watch module 2, the English struggle. That is where we're going to analyze exactly why you're stuck and start breaking through it. I'll see you there. Let's go.